Well, folks, it is tax filing season, and even if you think you might have a grasp on all of the credits and the tips and tricks to maximize your returns, the tax code, of course, is big. And we want to highlight one tax credit that apparently fewer than half of U.S. workers are aware of. Catherine Collinson from Transamerica Institute CEO and president joins us as part of our Taxes Made Simple series presented by TaxAct. Catherine, this is called the Savers Credit, right? Tell us a little bit more about exactly what it is and why so many Americans appear to miss it.
Well, the Savers Credit is a tax credit. It's also referred to as the Retirement Savings Contributions Credit, and it is available to taxpayers who are saving for retirement in a 401k, 403b, or similar plan, or IRA. But as you mentioned, fewer than half of workers are aware that it exists.
Catherine, tell us a little bit more about exactly how to be mindful of this tax credit when filing it. Is it something that we should expect a document from our employer and we just plug it into the software? What have you? How do you make sure that you actually claim the credit once you get around to those filings this year?
So that's a great question. And there are some income eligibility requirements to be mindful of. It's available for savers with an adjusted gross income of up to $33,000. That's single filers, $49,500 for heads of households, and $66,000 for married filing jointly. You have to be 18 or older, not a full-time student, and not claimed as a dependent on somebody else's returns. If you've been saving for retirement and meet those eligibility requirements and you're doing your taxes, one of the most important things you can do is take advantage of the IRS Free File program. This is another well-kept secret. The IRS makes available tax preparation software for free on its website for those with an adjusted gross income up to $73,000. So if you're eligible for the Savers Credit, by definition, you're eligible for the IRS Free File program. If you're using that program or another commercially available software package or a tax preparer, be sure to be on the lookout for it and to ask about it. And then if you have any other questions, the IRS actually has an online tool on its website that you can check and see if you're eligible.
Yeah, reminder, you don't have to dole out that big money for that premium software. But just to get back on the Savers Credit, again, as you mentioned, this applies to voluntary contributions that you make to a retirement account. But does this cover all of the types of retirement accounts? Because we know there's 401ks, there's traditional Roth IRAs, 403bs. I mean, is it across the board?
Great question. A qualified retirement account, so a 401k, a 403b, a traditional or Roth IRA, the other types of retirement accounts. The one type of retirement account it doesn't apply to is rollover IRAs. So for example, you have a balance in your 401k, you leave your employer, you roll it over to an IRA. That type of IRA is not eligible. But everything else, qualified retirement account, make a contribution, and you could be eligible if you meet the requirements.
All right, Catherine Collinson, Transamerica Institute CEO and president, thanks so much for stopping by Yahoo Finance this afternoon.